Wriggle behavior in Apple Motion. You can find the wriggle behavior here on the behaviors, parameter, and wriggle. Most of the time, what I do is go to my layer where I want to apply the wriggle. For example, here on the circle, I will go to the position, and here on the arrow here, I'm gonna add parameter behavior and wriggle. So wriggle contains a few parameters that we can adjust. We have the amount, apply mode, we have the frequency, wriggle offset, noisiness, link, random seed, start offset, end offset, and apply to. So if you selected the wriggle using the library, let's do that. You need to specify where you want to apply the wriggle to. So let's delete that one. Let's go back to our wriggle. So this one is similar to like randomize. So also once applied, it will be the same length as the layer it is applied to. So amount, this is the distance, let's say offset from the initial position. So let's go to the properties. So as you can see, if I turn this off wriggle, our circle is on 0, 0. So if we turn on our wriggle and scrub through our timeline, you will notice that the wriggle with the 100 pixels will move around those areas only. So occasionally you will have this also, or more than the set value. Next is the apply mode. Currently we have add, so 0, it will add 100 pixels. So subtract, it will subtract 100 to the initial position. So if we look at it, so you have this, it will go on the negative area. Let's go back again to the behaviors. Then multiply. So of course, we don't have a value here on our circle. So if we add some value on here, for example, let's say 50 and 50 here from the X and Y, then turn on our wriggle. This 50 will be multiplied to this 100, just like this. The next is add and subtract. So let's turn off this one. Now that our position is 50-50 for both X and Y, this 100 will add and subtract the value on this. Next is frequency. If we turn this show in high keyframe editor, this is the frequency or how frequent the wriggle will be on our layer. So the default is 1. So we have this kind of graph. But if we set that to a little bit of a lower value, we have this, which a more minimal movement or minimal frequency. Then if we go to the other side, of course, we will have a much more frequent movement. So the result also looks like this. Let's reset that. So wriggle offset, I usually don't use or adjust this one. So if we adjust this, so it will just offset these lines or the frequency and noisiness to a different area. So let's reset that one. So noisiness, you will notice that here on our graph, we have this frequency, right? So noisiness is this small change in the frequency. If we set that to 0, so we have a really smooth wave graph. Yet if we adjust it to the other opposite, we have this really erratic or crazy looking movement. So I just recommend most of the time is that just set this noisiness to really a low value and frequency also to a low value, so that you have this really smooth or minimal movement in your layer. So link, because if you check this one, it will link the value of the X and Y together so that they have similar value with each other. So let's go to the properties. So currently, if you look at the position, we have these values, right? They are different from each other. But if we go back to the behavior and check link, both of them will have the same value. So random seed, it will produce a random value or random frequency and noisiness in here. So start offset, where do you want in the composition the Regal offset to start? So let's say I want to start here on the 30 frames. So 30 frames, it starts from here. So, and then the Regal will start from here. End offset, where do I want the Regal to end? 0 means it will end based on the length of the Regal behavior. But if you adjust this, let's say 30 also. So 30 frames from the end, the Regal behavior will end. So if we press spacebar on our keyboard. So that's how to use the Regal behavior in Apple Motion.